Welcome back, folks. It is 5:08 on this terrific Tuesday evening. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast right now as we take a look outside at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam. We've got these beautiful blue skies, at least to the east of us. To the west of us, we might be seeing a little bit of some haze. There's some fires going on over in Rabbit Valley right now, but I'll get into that and those fire dangers in just a moment. We're going to take a look at our weather headlines. Our temperatures are still just at or above those seasonal averages, and that's going to continue to be the trend through the end of the work week and into the weekend, with lots and lots of sunshine, of course, expected for the Grand Valley. Those higher elevation areas do have a chance for maybe some possible clouds, and there is going to be some gusty winds through the middle of the work week. Maybe up to 20, maybe 25 miles an hour can be expected, so definitely reduced from what we were experiencing even this afternoon, but still can be expected. We've got that fire weather warning active at least until 8 p.m. this evening, and that also kind of translates over into a red flag warning. We're going to talk about kind of what that is. It's warm temperatures with very, very low humidity and some strong winds, which equals basically an increase in risk for fire danger all along the Grand Valley, and we'll continue to kind of have that as we get into those summer months with those with that drought on the way. I want to chat about wildfire safety. Never leave your campfires unattended. Adhere to those burn bans and warnings. Make sure you properly discard of those cigarettes. Keep those vehicles off any dry vegetation. Avoid power tools that can cause any sparks if you're out and about in those dry fields. And of course, obey those orders from local officials and be cautious of course, those fire bans, those fire warnings that could be happening. We'll take a look at tracking the heat because we've got all of this moving on up from that New Mexico area. Even as we get into tomorrow, we're going to continue to stay in that yellow, that red, that orange area as we kind of track this heat, track this drought that's kind of headed on in. Currently, it's still feeling 90 degrees in Grand Junction, 84 in Montrose, further east, hanging out still in those upper 70s, even 80 degrees in Glenwood Springs. And those wind speeds right now, 10 miles an hour in Grand Junction, 15 in Montrose. Moab, that highest at 19 miles an hour, again, could be varying by about 10 or 15 more miles an hour upwards. That pollen forecast has shifted just a little bit with low trees and weeds, high grasses, and moderate mold. I wouldn't be surprised if at least those weeds and trees shift on up with that dry weather on the way this week. Summer, folks, starts tomorrow. That's right. It's just around the corner. That means we're going to keep pushing up into those upper 80s, those 90s, and even those mid to upper 90s as we get closer and closer to that month of June. I want to chat about our almanac from today. We'll notice 92 instead of that typical 91, that low end 62 instead of 58. So those evening hours, you might not even need to take a jacket with you because it's going to stay on that warmer side of things. I want to chat about those heat safety tips because if we take a look here, we're going to notice that you want to slow down. Make sure you dress for the heat. That loose fit clothing, of course, long sleeves, loose shorts. Don't eat those heavy meals. Make sure you hydrate. Avoid that caffeine, that alcohol. Cool down regularly. If you're headed out on a walk, hit the library, hit that mall, check on the others, your other friends, your other family during the hot days, and check in the backseat for kiddos when you're headed out and about. That extended forecast will show us still some stronger winds. Summer's on the way, and that early work week is pushing to get up into those mid to upper 90s. Montrose is just a few degrees on the cooler side of things, but still same kind of trend. Lots and lots of sunshine is on the way.